For those of you just joining, and we'll join at another point on the highest timeline of all. I'm sitting here today with all of you. I say with intentionality, deep, heartfelt intentionality. Because of where I'm showing up and how I'm showing up. I'm aware that there will be a wide range of everything. And I knew that today it was the right time to sit down and be very clear about how I am here to serve and what my intentions are. Because I don't know if I've ever done that, which is another marker for me of my growth. Because it's important. It's very important. Very, very, very important. And my intention here is to anchor light codes. They're not created by me here in this body, in this mind. They're received through me. So for 5D, and 5D is just one term that we can use to describe unity consciousness. And we're moving out of a paradigm that was very much in juxtaposition to unity consciousness. So we're letting go of, I'm going to share some words, frequencies that we're really elevating. That's what I really want to intend here now. We're not seeing these experiences, emotional experiences, whatever you want to call it. We're not seeing them as bad. We want to find them, eliminate them. No. It's not find what's going on out there that could potentially harm us and then protect against it. That's protecting against ourselves. There's something showing up in our world. It's for us. It may not be what we want. It may not be the thing we expected. That's been fun lately. So I'm just going to set some intentions, really clear intentions of what this shift may or may not feel like or be experienced as. I want to preface with these intentions to say that you may want to breathe deeply through this. I wouldn't recommend you be doing anything where you're really heavily distracted through this. Something gentle, like gentle movement, meditative movement, fine. But no, we're going to make it, it's going to be good no matter what. Okay. Just to get the most out of it. You would get the most out of it. And by the way, for everyone that is here, and I have no idea who's here because I don't get this platform, but I'm appreciative of the platform. I really am. To me, sing music is the best way to get people to sing internally. Oh yeah, love that one. HDDD. So we're tuning into 5D intentions. I originally came and I was going to be sharing some of those, but I will be real about everything I do here and am here and be here. one thing I will always commit to here, before I go on, I do need to make sure you guys can hear me. I mean, I don't want to say guys anymore. Okay. Ooh. For those of you that are here, if there are people here, I don't even know. Can you hear me? And see me? Anyone? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Mark White. Okay. Okay. Back to alignment. So, hey, Carol. Cool. Love to have you here. Hi, Anthony. Okay. So my intention here when I show up live, I did include that in the title, didn't I? I hope so. This is my intention setting for live videos that I come and show up here for. Now, I will be real. I was very hesitant to lives. Why? Because I had fears. Old paradigm. It was fears. It was mostly just, this is an open space. This is an open place, and I really want everything that I come and show up to be really coated in love, and acceptance is a big, big, big paramount pillar for me. Yeah, it's important because, and this is the dance, so I have a very good and new friend in my life. Shout out to Allison G. If you watch this in the future, she goofs around about me about how I say that, but she helped me really understand in a new way, in an expanded way, and in a deeper way in many ways. That it's just, this is the hardest part to really accept about healing, is that, and it sounds a little some type of way, but there's nothing out there. It's all in here. Which, at first it's, the ego goes, no way, because everything that's ever gone wrong was out there. And that's when we're holding the hand of the mind and we're walking ourselves. Oh gosh, the angels are here again. I mean, of course, but we're walking our mind through the process of change and evolution and growth and shedding. So much shedding. We're getting high frequency light pouring in here now, and I want you to tune in to how do you feel it. Because one of my commitments here too, coming live, is that that wasn't my accent. Okay, clear the space. We're doing the intention setting. Okay, I'm going to get back to it. Ooh. So yeah, you're going to notice that when I'm here live, I'm me. I am not, and even when that's a good thing to share. Okay. When I am channeling, when I am healing, when I am transmitting, receiving, flowing it, tuning in. There's so many terms that we could go with here, but what I am doing from the here in Bree, here I am as Bree, what I am serving as for anyone that may or may not resonate with my energy, I am simply here to tune into source, divine, infinite, unconditional love. You will often see me here close-eyed. This is actually a new thing for me, to be really tuning into divinity with my eyes open, which may sound some type of way, again, and this is the other aspect I'm just going to share from this more grounded level, is that You may have labeled yourself in all sorts of ways. And this is really the key to getting back into that DNA again, is realizing that whatever label that is not something you desire to have, first of all, stop saying it. And again, this is a process of unwinding, unfolding, and in most cases, it's just about letting go. That's how I see the healing process. So when I come and I show up here, just know that I will be just pouring love into the space and pouring light into the space. It's not necessarily from me. It's from all of us. It's you're here, you being here. I have had some ping-ponginess about hello Baltimore birds. I love birds. And finding peace, yeah. And finding it, that's the, I don't know if you're gonna find like the one golden key to being a human. Oh, that's fun. What is it? Okay. It's just returning to you, you know? And most of the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls that I have the sheer honor to spend time and space with, I am just here to help you go back. Remember to return. And so I also have many gifts. So I have a tuning ability. Okay, I don't know how else to explain it. And I can read things very easily. I'm not reading, this was tricky for me early on when I realized it, but I'm not reading your thoughts. Like, no, I'm not. What I'm reading is I feel energy, and I notice, oh, there's some, maybe there's some judgment that needs to be seen. That's it. Not what is the judgment, where is it coming from, how can I identify it and eliminate it, which I'm going to be real with all of you. I've been learning this, stepping into this, feeling this, embodying this, and it's been challenging, but worth it. One thing, because I can already feel my family coming home. See, that's the thing. It's like, I've had some things come up lately, such as tuning into fields. I have made a strict and firm intention with my higher guidance, my connection to divinity, my channel. I will only allow in unconditional love. That's it. And that's not about me. And then I'm just kind of, whatever is needed and it flows. It's not what my ego perceived what this would be. Let's say that. Yeah. So what I'm here to help all of you with is to simply be at peace within and simply realize that unity consciousness means we're letting go of a freaking lot. A lot. But as we figure out what we're letting go of, maybe it's control, maybe it's judgment, maybe it's comparison, maybe it's believing into illusion, which has been a big theme in my life. But what I see a lot of this healing as is we're really returning to our inner trust, and I don't see that we should ever be following guidance that is from here. I've learned this many, many times. Hard ways, easy ways, all sorts of ways. But when it comes here And I've recently learned this big time. If we don't let it go from here to here, we're going to scramble. It's just the truth. You know, we're going to ping pong. We're going to ping pong. We're going to ping ponging. One of the things that my guides typically, and when I say my guides, I really want to clarify that. I'm going to make sure this goes out there. Did I ever say that? Did I already say that? I will be sharing this on my YouTube channel. So if you're not following me on my YouTube channel, I am at Soul Healing with Bree on every platform. Soul spelled S-O-U-L, healing Healing with W-I-T-H. Bree is B as in brilliance. R as in radiant. Ooh, this is fun. I as in the I in all of us. So what I'm just here to deliver is a break for you from living in a story that's not yours, to put it simply. Very simply. There's many ways to look at it. You know, there's this is what, ooh, yeah, this does. Okay, 5D. Boo, okay. So sometimes I might just, just some light language might bubble out. I'm surrendered. Which, does anyone want some light language right now to integrate, what should we integrate? To integrate crystalline codes, 5D, 5D experience. Yeah, we're going to call it 5D experience. Returning to center. And anchoring heaven on earth. That's the main thing. And here's the thing. And things, like what are even things? But, okay. This is a pattern I've noticed in the healing industry, which I will never endorse, because it's a lesson I keep learning. And I just won't do it. I'm getting the elevated perspective of this, so just bear with me. You'll often see me breathing, closing my eyes, doing different things. This is just me tuning my vessel to receive a high frequency. Okay, so for you to go from a place in your life that you do not desire, in any form of the description there, don't go to why or what. Yeah, don't go to why or what. But whatever that is, there's a lesson. There's some kind of lesson. Some kind of lesson for your growth or your expansion. And the reason why we can shift our perspective of whatever that is out there that we're perceiving is that it's here to show us something. That's it. We can simplify. Very, 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 very easily. We can say, ooh, yeah. So one thing I take many through is the process of a pattern interrupt. This is something I learned through my EME integration certification program, where I am trained to serve to help someone shift out of a bad place. I don't know how else to explain this. It's about energy, emotions, and mind, and then integrating. So it's really about sort of going in again. So it's returning in, and on our way in, we find some stuff that we're like, oof, I don't want that. And for me, that was a lot of insecurity. That was a lot of, it wasn't mine. I learned it. And another concept that I see show up all the time, which is worth mentioning, is, and if you don't know Mandy Morris, tune into your heart and check what kind of learner you are. Because maybe her books will assist you. Maybe her courses will assist you. Everyone is very differently wired. That's a really important differentiation to make, you know? Because another theme that's been coming up lately is, yes, it's all love and light. Yes. 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 I recently watched I think it was GL Garris video. Oh, that's something worth mentioning. You might notice I ping pong around a lot, and I said ping pong again. Is there something more there? No? Okay. So, yeah, okay, back to we're going to go with the visuals here for whatever reason. Yeah, in my scanning, I'm just feeling that a lot of you are visual. It's important for you for some reason. I don't know, maybe. Take it or leave it. So yes, a lot of my old perception of awakening was, it is expansion, yes. Yes. Yes in all realms. But a lot of the early part of it is truly returning within. You know, it's a this motion. It's a going back to your roots, to your core. Mystical Mel, you haven't seen me live before? That's probably because I haven't really done this a lot, and I'm trying new things because that's part of expansion. Ooh, yeah, that's it. Seeds. Right. Okay. So, as you're beginning to feel lighter in life, as you're beginning to see, oh, I have some programming, I have some patterns I learned and took on as my own. And wait, are they my own? And some of them may be, is the thing. I shared a video today on what's that? Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. One of the things that comes up in many of my sessions is ancestral stuff. And what we're really returning to is just because we see that ancestral whatever it is, you know, maybe it's like betrayal or, I don't know, abandonment or something, okay? It's just something that just kind of ripples, you know? It's just something. You continually attract what you judge until you no longer judge what you've attracted. I don't know, that's a mind game I can't understand right there. But maybe I will one day. And that's the growth, you know? That's the unfoldment. Do you want to elaborate on that? Like one more layer deep so I can understand? John? You continually attract what you judge. Oh, yeah, no, okay, I get it now. Yeah, because all judgment is self-judgment. So whatever it is we're judging out there. But here's okay. Yes! I knew this is why this came up. Yeah! Okay. Sorry. Gotta simmer. Ah, that's why. In the Instagram thing. Ah, it's all clicking now. Okay, so it may be a challenge. It may not. You know, I don't know. Everyone is different, but when we're on this journey, whatever you want to call it, your healing journey, your awakening, your remembering, your returning. Okay, so you're going in, right? And you're going, oh, there's all this stuff in there. And this is why this came up. Interesting. Spirit, you silly, lovely wonder. Only live on TikTok. Okay. So, it's this freaking paradox again. Because we identify the thing out there that we're having some, I don't know, unfavorable relationship with. And for me, this shows up very occasionally, but it's all rooted back in with this theme of calling my power back. not putting my power out there in another person, in another place, in another plant, in another substance, in another anything. That is what I'm here to serve. We are not saying your savior, whatever that is, like whatever, how you're defining that. Do you really need a savior? Or did this same savior you're referring to come to teach you that you're everything, that you're love? And we do need to practice discernment. It's so important. But we're going to the softness. We're going to the, and this is where we need to be very aware and expanded about multidimensionality, because one of the things that we do early on when we're returning to, oh wow, I was in a program. Oh shit, I was in a program. I'm not going to show up and lie to all of you. I'm not going to do it. I was in a program for 13 years. Unknowingly. I'm happy I know, you know? I'm not disappointed in myself. I'm not judging myself. I'm not saying what an idiot, you know? And here's the thing. Someone mentioned this. I'm not going to say that word. There's a lot of words I won't show up and say here ever. Ever. And there's a lot of words that come through my mind that I go, not sharing that here. Because see what you're saying right now? It's out there. It's not out there. It's not. It's just not. We're sitting in the space it happened in, so this is just, I'll just share it, you know? I resisted a lot of stuff within me. Like a ton of stuff. I was resisting it. I'm not going to look at that. Not going to look at that. Not going to look at that. I went through a lot in my life. And you know what? I'm not going to share the story of it at all here. Because it's not about the story at all. It's about the energy. What experience did I have, and then what I learned from it? And so that's the process I take people through, is whatever your experience was. Well, it doesn't matter what age you were or what experience or what dimension. It doesn't freaking matter. What did you pick up from that? What's the stamp you received from that? Because that's the stamp with which we will heal it. But we don't have to go back and experience the negative or density again. It's just not necessary. One thing I take people through very often, and I don't share it publicly often, but it has been coming up quite a bit lately, is past life regression. And that went out for me for a while. My guides just said, don't do it for a while. And I was like, okay, I'm surrendered. You know, it's whatever shows up. And that's what's difficult about, and it's not difficult, you know, I'm elevating that too, is I'm going to show up and serve the soul in front of me. And that's it. You know, I'm going to allow spirit to guide it. It's not about my mind. It's not about my framework even. I do always set paradigms and say, this is the intention. Okay, we're not here to broadcast anything right now because this is a safe space. Okay, we're not going to put influence. Because a big thing that I am promoting here, and yeah, I'm promoting it big and hard and loud and in your face, is unity. Okay, it's not this versus that. It's just not. Not here. There's spaces for that for sure. For sure. If you want to be polarized, sure. Yeah, there's plenty of spaces. I promise. You'll be able to find so many. So many. That's not this. And the thing is, false guides, that's it. So, in the beginning, I think, or maybe in the middle, I don't know. So we receive the thing, whatever it is, coming into the mind. And then before we have action or expression, before it can reach the throat or the heart, you're going to send that out there? Like, yeah, you're going to draw on some bad stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. But if you're Oh, that's what I was gonna call on. Woo, that's it. I had an experience, a really scary one. Like I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat this. This was scary as hell for me, but I needed it. I needed it. I don't know why. It's not up to me. But I was dragged from here. And you know what it did? It did rattle my cage quite a bit. But I had a moment of desperation where I felt like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even express because I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. I didn't know what to do, but I went inside my heart. I went deep inside myself, my heart. And I surrendered and I said, I am love. I'm here for love. I want to live. You can't take me. And it was an important moment for me. I'm not going to quote any of it in fear because it wasn't about fear. In many ways it was, though, because it was me facing myself in my entirety and realizing that whatever I see out there, it can be transmuted with love. And I'm not talking about love as we've been sold it, because we have been. I mean, we need to be aware of that. That's the thing. We can be all love and light, but we need to be able to discern, that's necessary here. In the upper planes, no, of course it's not, because it is all love and light up there. All love and light. We don't need discernment in the upper planes. We don't have density. We don't have density up there in the upper planes. So what I mean by that, there's so many ways I can describe this to you. I'm not gonna. I think you should consider that words are spells. Yeah, words are spells. Yeah, so I want to quote this space in love. Yeah, like heaven, for sure. But heaven isn't a place. It's a frequency. And every single person on anywhere has a different frequency of heaven on earth for them. Yeah, pretty radical, right? That's why we need to have. So I come and I show up here many times channeling. I'm channeling what is for the highest good of all. No filters. All. I'm transmitting love and divinity wherever that lands. It is not up to me. I just plug in and I have no idea what I'm actually channeling. No, I do. It's me. In a lighter, higher octave frequency. So, yes, this is important right now. Really important. Everyone that's contributing here, this is important. Can you send messages? Can you receive messages? They give you misinformation. This is so freaking important. I didn't expect it to go this way. This is so important. Okay. Yeah. So, channeling, tuning into your soul, dropping into your heart, moving. For many of us, this is about moving back into the body. If you've experienced trauma, if you've experienced XYZ and that affected you and you didn't process it emotionally or any way, in any shape or form, it goes to the body. Goes to the body. So a lot of this is releasing from the body. A lot of this is releasing from the consciousness. A lot of this is releasing from the cells of the body. Hey, person that's just being judgmental, I love you. Okay, someone said I met my higher self. This is so freaking important. The triggering stuff has ended up to be like the best thing that's come across my life. I'm going to be real. I am. Your higher self is not someone separate from you. That's so important. I'm like releasing from the back right now. Some of you might be too. All for the highest good. Everything we're releasing, it's for the highest good. We're surrendered. I am not Dominican. I'm source in a human body I love it. I love being here in this body for this short little trip. I don't accept that it's a prison planet, but what I do accept is the fact that that's a program that you've all probably been very inclined towards throughout your life in many ways. I'm going to stay out of the comments now, and I think you should probably, anyone that's saying these words that are so charged, words are spells. The 8th. Yeah. Tuning in from the 8th right now. And here's the thing, I'll be real, this process hasn't been easy. Watching my family around me tell me lots of things about what I was experiencing. I've been experiencing this since I was born here, and before that. I'm a wanderer, so I'm not in a succession, and I'm expanding right now into even more than that. But I tune in multidimensionally, and I'm here to help all of us do this. We all can. It's just we've been it's programmed out of us. So we're really being inclined now to notice as we're discovering and peeling back to our own self-love, self-trust, our feelings of safety. We're letting go of a lot of this attachment to certainty. We're letting go of a lot of this attachment to believing it's out there. That's the other thing for the ego. It's kind of challenging because the ego has been convinced it was out there. So when you're letting go of that, for me, this was a really just it was putting myself. My family's home too, so I'm gonna have to go in a minute. But I'll just wrap up. So basically, the whole purpose here, okay, the whole reason I'm here, showing up live when I could be doing literally anything else. I mean, I could, if I wanted to. I'm the creator of my reality, so if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. If I don't want to do it, I won't do it. Oh, that was the thing. That was it. I might just snap and, you hear that Chicago accent, huh? I'm not originally from Chicago. I'm originally from Source. But, if I'm going to go to origins on this planet, Lemuria, okay. Here, now, okay. So I'm going to share a little piece of love, which is that I was tuning into Lemuria early on in my journey. I would suggest you do too. If you're here, it's for a reason. I don't think there's anything I don't even know how many people are here. I don't know how to work this app. If anyone that's here is like a tech person about this, you want to know what I think about everything, is that everything is love and can be returned to love. We just forget. We just forget. I am not here to show up and speak about a religious structure. I am not here to speak about how I know how to do it better than you. In fact, opposite. I am here to share my truth, my frequency, my love. And if that helps you, great. That's my intention. But here's the thing about intentions. You return to them again and again and again. So someone might show up in your reality and present to you something polarizing. And they may say, well, if you're saying it's all love and light, what about this? Well, what are you avoiding about that? What are you running from about that? Don't you realize your soul is forever? I mean, do you? Just a reminder. Hi, Heather. You're back. Yes. Swissy. I love to have you here. So I'm actually closing out right now. Yeah, there's a lot of distortion here. Next time I'm gonna have to have a moderator. The Spiritual Awakening, yeah. Yeah, and I encourage you all to watch this back, because this is all connecting in a way that I can't ever expect it. That's why I don't take notes. Nope. Mm-mm. Put the camera on, tune into source, divinity. How can we break up some of this distortion, illusion, separation, consciousness? One big, if you're going to take away one thing from this, and I've always seen people do this, and I'm always like, that's such a tactic, and this isn't a tactic, I promise. Did I lose it? Did I lose it? Does anyone know what I was going to say? Is anyone a reader here? So just return. Something about tactic. Yeah, it was something about tactic. It's basically if you can develop for yourself a process to notice when you're out there. And a lot of the comments that came in here, and they were, I do not think everything is sunshine and rainbows. I think sunshine and rainbows are a frequency. I think polarized conversations are a frequency. I think a story is a frequency that's charged with a lot of frequency. So I'm about frequency. I am available for one-to-one. Hit me up on my website. Did I say website? So it's basically when a lot of people came here, and this is what I'm feeling. I need to sum it up so we can really grab this. Please get out of here if you're going to be all like that. If you're going to judge, you got to look at what you're judging in you. What frequency do you want to live? Whatever. What frequency do you want to experience? Do you want to experience polarity? Do you want to experience the belief that everything is bad or that you're bad? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you got to change the perception. We're learning how to not get lost in your reality is a freaking perception. If you're perceiving your reality to be dark, it's because there's something in you you're not seeing. That's the beauty of this design. Okay, stop looking at your challenges like this thing that sucks to deal with. It's there to help you make more room for more light and more expansion. Yeah, and I'm not going to defend. You're right. Thank you. Thank you. I do need a mod. I know. But here's the thing. Even the people that I'm triggering here, yeah, don't fear the trolls. Thank you. I needed that. See, we're a group effort. I'm not doing this alone. I am not doing this alone. I might appear to you on your human mindscape as a person showing up, just talking, but I'm so much more than that, and so are you. You know? Yeah. So are you. So the remembrance that we're going to collect here, and this came through in a bunch of different ways that I didn't pull all the way through because I've been a little distracted, I'll be real. If you want to drink Kool-Aid, drink Kool-Aid. Just bless it first. If you want to drink some thing that you've been told your whole life is taboo and it's just the way to badness, drink that thing, but bless it first, all right? You know? Well, let's talk about respect then, okay? You know? Like, how are you defining respect the same way as someone else might be defining respect? Can we expect another individual? The birds have shown. Thanks, birds. Love y'all. We can't expect anyone else to fit our box. And if we try, we're going to suffer. I'm not going to look at the comments anymore. If you want to show up on a platform and say, please enforce my belief that my problem is outside of me, there's so many platforms you can do that. Like, plenty. I'm telling you, I'm like a small account on here because I only want to attract people that are ready to do this work. if we're dipping into victim, if we're dipping into polarity, if we're dipping into saying, is it men, is it women, is it this, is it that, is it, oh, is it aliens, oh, is it this, oh, is it that? No. Nope, it's not. And that's where we get lost. You know, so notice when you're lost. And just that's it. Am I lost in a story? Am I trying to get someone else to enforce my fear story? Balloon breathing. That's a really good idea for us to do now. In fact, thank you. Antoine, I don't know how to say that. And human's not my first language. Okay. Divinity is my first language, which is sound and frequency and vibration and purity. It's not riddled with distortion. You know, I could use a ton of words here for us, but where'd those words come from? You know, who's swimmed in those words, let's say? Not just you. I mean, yeah, so it's purity. You know, like, I know that some of you have some fear around channeling. I had a lot of it too, okay? I'm not saying this because I perceive it. I'm saying it because it's within me, and that's why I can perceive it. You know, I'm just stretching and letting some things anchor. So we didn't do any work today. I didn't open up that space, but if you guys want me to, I'd be happy to at some point. Because there's clearly a lot of distortion to be cleared. So it's showing up, it's to be cleared. You judging yourself? Time to clear it. Do you judge another? It's okay. It's cool. Don't judge yourself. Don't double. Don't double it up. You know, that's another thing. We're not I don't want any of you to go, even the people that have been saying things that I find to be no type of way. It's just, it's dragging you down. Like, do you feel that? Like, do you feel that some of these topics are, that's the best way to tune. You know, it's not about the story of it. It's how does this feel? And then checking, balloon breathing. That's right. Okay, so we're going to do some, I don't call it balloon breathing, but I know that there's many names for everything that exists. Jesus would never judge us, just FYI. Jesus would never say, if you don't get right with me, I'm going to judge you and forbid you to a awful experience. I'm just saying. I mean, not my Jesus, not my God. Okay, so since there's a bunch of polarity here, I gotta go. But that's just because I have discernment, you know? And so when a space has become, I know exactly what I do. It took me time to really remember it. But I'm not, yeah, that's it. So what I'm here to help you guys do, all of you, breathing exercise. All right, here, but I'm not here to follow the lead of another. That's actually the opposite of what I'm trying to teach everyone to do. I'm trying to teach you how to listen in and not go, I'm going to make someone do something that they're not ready to do yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help you feel the energy. If you're seeing unbalanced in me, what do you believe that means? Nothing happens by accident. You're here trying to trigger me on purpose for some reason that is probably outside of your mind to receive. I lost my sound, probably for a reason. We'll do that breathing exercise next time. I love you all. Thanks for being here. Still trying to figure out how to end these things. I really do love you all, even the ones that showed up and got to work through some stuff that was deep.